Hey everybody, it's Aidan here from Everyday Tech. So today we're just going to look at the Philips Hue motion sensor. Just going to do a quick review and show you some features that you may find useful. Okay, so recently I've decided to change from my IKEA tradfri smart lighting system to the Philips Hue. That's not to say that the IKEA range isn't good. It's just that the Philips Hue system is more customizable and it is generally better. Now, I know people are going to have their, but it's a whole lot more money. But if you are patient and you keep a lookout, it doesn't have to be that much more expensive than the IKEA tradfri set. For example, I got the starter pack from Amazon and I got the Hue bridge and a switch with 3 white and coloured bulbs for £100. I even got a sensor and a switch for £32, and if you look how much they are on IKEA, there's not that much difference when you add it all up. So if you're patient and you are willing to wait for those sales, then by all means go for the Philips. So this is the culprit, this tiny little Philips Hue sensor. And it is tiny, it's 5 by 5 centimeters and 2 centimeters deep. It is really tiny. I actually do have one here that we can take a look at. So let's just have a look, focus on that. See how I'm blurry now? It is very, very small. It is very nice. It is very compact and very well built. This at the back here is just a magnetic clip. So you can actually screw this to a wall, and then when it's on the wall, you can just magnetically stick it to anything. And it really is fantastic. You can have it sit flush if you wish, or because of its domed rear, it can sit at an angle. Also, you don't actually have to have this screwed into a wall. This will happily stick to a radiator or a pipe. It just sticks on its own, and then that sticks to that. This is that powerful. I have actually got this stuck to a wall and it is sticking to a pipe on the other side of a bit of wood. So I've got some pipes that are boxed in on my wall, and it's picking up those pipes because they must be close to the surface, and this is just holding itself on there, and you can feel it pull it. So it's not a mild attraction. And then I just sit this on there. Right guys, so I'm just going to show you how to customize some of the settings in the hallway sensor that I've got here. So at the top here, you've got the hallway sensor downstairs, and basically that is the name that I have given it. You can tap on the box and you can change the name to whatever you feel. Underneath that, you've got the where. So this is what it will control. So at the top, you've got home, which will control all of the Philips Hue lights that are attached to your system. Or I have got 3 rooms that I have set up so far: living room, hallway and dining room. Because this is a hallway sensor, I just want it to control the hallway, so that's what I've got. But you can have up to 3 devices or lighting systems to make sure they come on when you get home. Underneath here, you've got your day and night time. So if you select day, you can select what time that your day will start from. So let's say I've put 8 AM, and then in the hallway, it will be bright every time the light comes on. And then nighttime, I've got as 11 PM or 2300 hours. And after that time, between 11 and 8, it will do nothing. And it's because even on its lowest sensitivity, my cats were still setting the sensors off, and it was getting a little annoying. So after 11, they do nothing. The sensors do not activate the lights. Even with night light, it was still a bit bright. At the bottom here, it says, when there is no motion, my lights will turn off after 5 minutes. I did have it on 1 minute and it was fine, but when I was at my front door and I was talking to people, the lights would go off and even if I was start moving again, they wouldn't always come on, and I find that 5 minutes is more than enough anyway. And then this is what will happen when no motion is detected. So it will dim first, and then I've got it to turn off. Or you can select the do nothing button, and this is great if you just want to turn the lights on as you come home, because what will happen is you can have the lights turn on, but they won't turn off when you are finished. So that's quite a nice feature. Underneath daylight settings or daylight sensitivity, you've just got, it says at the top here, based on the current measured daylight in the room, motion will not trigger the lights. So what you can do is you can move this slider up and down, and as you can see, as you move it up, it goes into the green, and it changes the trigger at the top. It says trigger to green. So at the moment I've brought it down, it says because there's enough light it will not trigger it. But if I bring it up a little bit, it says it will trigger it. It just measures the sensitivity. So if I had it all the way up the top, it would set it off every time. Right at the bottom, it probably wouldn't set it off at all, or very rarely. I have it just down here. I find it works for me. Motion sensitivity, you've got low, medium and high, but it's just starting, so bear with me, just do that. Obviously no motion has been detected at the moment. I've got it on medium. I did have it on low, and the idea was you could just leave the lights on all the time, but my cats did set off the sensor and the lights were coming on, and even on night light it was still annoying. So I've got it on medium to make sure it always picks up me and my wife, and it seems to be working well at the present. Underneath that, you've got your reset button, so that will reset all the settings on the sensor, and then below that there's the delete button, which will delete the sensor from the Hue app. When you are finished and you are happy with all of your setup, go to the top right hand corner and press the tick button, and then everything will be active. My only issue with this system is when I have it set up in my hallway, I had it set up to come on when I walked in and then go off after 1 minute. But I did find that what was happening was, let's say I answered the door to somebody and I would be chatting, the lights would go out after 1 minute. I would start moving again, but they wouldn't come back on, and I don't know if there was a reset time, or if there was a time before it would allow you to notice motion again. I really don't know. But the way I got around this is I just changed the settings to 5 minutes rather than to go off after 1. I changed it to go off after 5, and it seemed to kind of cure the problem. So I hope you found this video informative. I certainly have. It's helped me to answer questions that I wished I'd have known before I got this sensor. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like it. If you really like it, please subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified anytime I do any tech news or tech reviews. See you soon.